10 years in the same car. What's the deal? Are you checked out, being cheap, or pretending you don't care what people think? Or did you quietly buy yourself freedom while everyone else kept buying payments? Stick with me, because I'll give you a clean way to know if keeping your car is a smart play or just you avoiding reality. And I'll give you one number that makes the whole decision feel way less emotional. Most people don't upgrade cars. They upgrade feelings. They want a reset button after a rough year, the new smell, the tiny spike of "I'm doing well," and they call it practical. But cars don't run on feelings. They run on math and attention is expensive. When you keep a car for 10 years, you're basically saying your internal scoreboard is louder than outside noise. And that one choice leaks into everything. Your savings rate, your stress level, even how much courage you have to push back at work. A newer car rarely arrives alone either. Higher insurance creeps in. Taxes climb, tires cost more, and suddenly you're babysitting the inside like a showpiece. If you remember one thing, make it cost per year. Not the sticker price, not the monthly payment, cost per year. Here's the quick math. Take what you paid, add every repair and maintenance bill you can remember, subtract what you could sell it for today, then divide by how many years you've owned it. That number is the truth, and people avoid it because it removes the fantasy and replaces it with something you can't argue with. Then run the same mindset on an upgrade. A different car means you volunteer to take depreciation again. You hand over sales tax again. And you usually accept a payment that quietly limits your options, like how long you can job hunt, or how picky you can be with clients. So, how do you know you're keeping it for the right reasons? 3 checks. And you've got to answer like an adult, not like a fan of your own story. First is reliability. If the car starts, gets you there, and doesn't leave you stranded, that didn't happen by magic. It happened because you stay ahead of small problems. You change fluids, you replace worn stuff early, and you treat the car like a tool that has a job. Second is safety and fit. Maybe your life changed, kids, commute, weather, hauling gear, and your old car doesn't match the job anymore. At that point, keeping it isn't some badge of honor. It's you refusing to admit the tool no longer fits your life. Third is cognitive freedom. If you think about that car all week, warning lights, weird sounds, can I stretch it? It's draining you. Even if the bank account looks fine. Keeping a car can still be a cope, and you know it when you see it. Someone brags about never upgrading, but the car leaks oil, smells damp, and every drive feels like a question mark. That isn't minimalism. That's avoidance dressed up like discipline. The point isn't to suffer. The point is to stop buying status and start buying options. I had a conversation recently with someone who called themselves disciplined because they'd kept their car forever, and then, 2 minutes later, they admitted they were scared to spend money on basic fixes. Spending felt like failure to them. So they kept pushing problems down the road, and that fear became its own cage. Keep the car, but maintain it. Replace it, but do it with a plan, not a mood. Driving the same car for 10 years signals patience. It says you don't need applause to make a good choice, and that you understand real wealth is what you don't see. A paid-off car drops your monthly burn rate, and that makes you harder to pressure, harder to scare, and harder to control. Keep the car if it buys you time, not headaches, because time is the only upgrade that keeps paying you back. If you want the full system for resisting lifestyle creep without feeling deprived, watch the next video on your internal scoreboard and how to set it. Then subscribe for more moves that protect your cognitive freedom.